everyone, and welcome to TWF. Hi everyone, and welcome to TWF NXT. I am Gene Okerlund, here with Trini Kwan and with Wade Barrett. And today on NXT, we're going to see the TWF team winnings are going to be on the line, with Aladdin and Jasmine taking on the team of Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode. Well, Trini Kwan said it is true that Aladdin and Jasmine are the TWF team winnings. They won at least once or twice. We do know that the NWO has been striking all over the TWF, either it be Raw, Impact, NXT, Dynamite, SmackDown, Main Event, Explosion, you name it. Trini Kwan said, will they strike again? Well, just to let you all know, Wade Barrett said that tomorrow Dynamite will be up, but it will be up later. Because sometime tomorrow Comcast will be working on their wire, their interweb, and their far speaker. So we'll do Dynamite, but it might not get uploaded until later that day, Wade Barrett said. And let's hope the NWO doesn't do anything today here on NXT. Well, let's go to the ring now, since Kurt Angle and Astronema are not here today. This is for the TWF team winnings. First, they are both from both. First, we have Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode. And they are the TWF team winners. They are from Agrabah. And they are the TWF team winners, Aladdin and Jasmine. Meaning, well, this fight's going to get started first. And I guess it's going to be Aladdin going for his team. And Dolph Ziggler going for his team, Gene Okerlund says. Well, I'll tell you one thing, Trini Kwan said. Aladdin and Jasmine have pretty much did everything there is to do in the TWF. Well, except for be the heavyweight winner and the world heavyweight winner. Something that Jasmine has actually done. Oh, and Aladdin right now taking down Dolph Ziggler, Gene Okerlund says. While Trini Kwan said Aladdin has been at least a TWF team winner more once in his time. He hasn't won the TWF heavyweight or world heavyweight winnings. Jasmine has at least won the world heavyweight winnings many times, Trini Kwan said. Well, Wade Barrett said, all it takes is that one time. But I guess the road rat never really had the skill or craft to be the heavyweight winner of the world, TWF heavyweight winner, the world heavyweight winner. Oh, and Aladdin coming through. Oh, Dolph Ziggler just drop kicked him right down. Dolph Ziggler got him in the zigzag down on Aladdin. Now he just brought in Robert Roode now. And Aladdin has to get out now. Aladdin just brings in his wife Jasmine in. Jeannie isn't here today, Gene Okerlund says. That's right, the wish ghost isn't here today, so they can't make any wishes to get themselves out of this bind, Wade Barrett said. While Trini Kwan said, I don't really think they always need Jeannie or wish ghost to get themselves out of binds and hang-ups and whatever they might be in. Aladdin, and now Jasmine taking care of Robert Roode right now with a saga of body slams, Gene Okerlund says. That's right, Trini Kwan said. And Jasmine, who is a former world heavyweight winner in her own right, and she's taking down Robert Roode. Oh, she got away. Oh no. The wonderful DDT, whatever that stands for, Gene Okerlund said. No one truly knows. Jasmine's out. Dolph Ziggler going on him. And Aladdin seeking to come in and do that. Oh, Dolph Ziggler just stopped Dolph Ziggler just overkicked it down Aladdin, so he couldn't stop the 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner. And the new TWF team winners, Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode. And now Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode now are the new TWF team winners here. They beat Aladdin and Jasmine here on NXT, Gene Okerlund said. Well, I told you that the Road Rat didn't have the skill or craft to be the TWF heavyweight winner, world heavyweight winner. I guess now he doesn't got a skill or craft to be a TWF team winner either, Wade Barrett said. You know, Jafar was right about him. And so was Molten Wrath. Would you stop, Trini Kwan said about being right about that. You know, about Jafar and Molten Wrath being right about them. You know, oh wait, we gotta go back now. It is not good. The NWO showed up. The CM Punk led NWO showed up, Gene Okerlund said. I knew, oh, and he just fell down. I knew there was only going to be a needed time before they got another follower to to be in here. And say before they start getting more folks to to be in here and all. Now what's Aladdin and Jasmine? How are they going to get themselves out of this bind? They don't got the wish granting go. CM Punk said, get them. Oh. Kurt Hawkins just took down Jasmine. What a creep. It's a dirty thing on Dennis Rodman on Jasmine. Whoa, Aleister Black just gave the black mask to Aladdin. Trini Kwan said, oh no, the final call by James Storm. This is sad. This is truly sad. And that reckoning's just there. Or just to be there. And now CM Punk now has gotten one of the 3 full chairs that we got. Now, he wants it to go to sleep. He just said to go to sleep to Jasmine. And to go to sleep to Aladdin. And now, get this sheet open so I can sit on him. Now, you folks all know how it is. You understand that I could smoothly take all 3. You. Now, as a leader, and I'm not, as a leader, sometimes you have to show kindness to others. You gotta lead by onlook. Lead by. Get the fuck. Alright. You have to lead by onlook. And the way I look is that you got 1 or 2 things. You see, you folks are just some of those folks who sadly let other folks like us never ever gotten chosen. Why? Because the TWF was always too busy and iffin to deal with folks like you. Dolls that weren't even truly wrestlers. Oh no, now they got now Pete Dunne's with them now. Wrestlers who weren't truly, that were never like you. Why am I sitting on this seat for? We should be hitting them with these seats. Everybody hit them with those seats. And if you want, I'll give you 2 more seats you can work with. They're the same kind too. Come on. Oh. And they just hit Jasmine with the seat by Kurt Hawkins, Gene Okerlund says. And now Pete Dunne just hit Aladdin with that seat too. And this is getting truly sad. Aleister Black went and just dropped the seat on him too. As I was saying, I got a peg here, but it probably won't hold me up. You got two things. Either you will give the NWO the on look that I know we need, or we're just going to beat it out of you. And now everyone, like all the stop falling over. And like all of the NWOs that came before us, you're in the NWO, and you're in the NWO, you're in the NWO for life. Come on, Kurt Hawkins, you always like to fall down. Ow. There we go. So, what do you think about that? I mean, that was sad, Gene Okerlund said. The NWO striking again, or the new NWO, and now Pete Dunne is now with them now. So, how many more followers do you think that the NWO, or the new NWO, is going to get? Gene Okerlund said. Oh, well, then they behave like they're the Nexus, the Ace and Aids, like they're Retribution or whatever they think they are. I tell you one thing, Trini Kwan said, this NWO, which behaves more like the Nexus and the Ace and Aids and Retribution, or even, since those are all French borrowed words, does a takeover. You know, they might behave like they're NWO Silver, but their goal is that of the Nexus and the Ace and Aids and the Retribution, or we call even, Trini Kwan said. That's right, Wade Barrett said. But I know two men who really don't. But at the end of the day, what happened to Aladdin and Jasmine was wrong, Trini Kwan said. You're right about that, Gene Okerlund said. It was sad. Weakling strikes that they did when they struck Aladdin and Jasmine. Well, I'll tell you one thing, Wade Barrett said, talking about, you want to say that about the NWO, they might come after you next. They don't really seem to care who they strike. You know, they don't care who they strike. They'll strike anyone. Well, knowing two men who don't really care about anyone except for themselves, that would be the new TWF team winners, Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler. That's right, I'm talking with Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler here. The new TWF team winners, Jim Ross says. And they beat Aladdin and Jasmine here in NXT before they beat down the hens of the NWO, which I only had to deal with them when they were in the WWF and shortly in WWE. Well, Jim Ross. Everyone says you're a well-known play-by-play caller and backroom speaker. But anyway, of all that stuff that you got going for yourself, I know the first word you're going to ask me is why I didn't go to AEW. Why I went from, I don't know, wherever. Well, that's for another day. Today, Jim, we don't care about anyone except ourselves. You ask that to all my teammates I had over the years. You know, the dead weights that I had over the years, like James Storm and, what was his name? What's his name? I don't know. Ty Dillinger? Yeah, him. And Chad Gable. All dead weights. but Dolph Ziggler was the only good teammate, the only I ever had. And now we're the TWF team winners. So if all you folks out there are like saying, "Oh, yeah, well, they all were dead weights." Ty Dillinger, he was never the flawless 10. James Storm, the man couldn't be IW heavyweight winner for a week. Chad Gable, what the fuck was I teaming with him for? But Dolph Ziggler, he's the man. You got that right. I am the man, Dolph Ziggler says. And well, it is sad what happened to Aladdin and Jasmine, but you know, it's all fair in love and war, right, Jim Ross? I don't know what you're talking about, but it's all fair in love and war and everything. But if you're talking about the fight between WWE and IW and AW, then I guess that would be a war. A war that's in the minds of the IW and AW followers. But anyway, it's sad what happened to Aladdin and Jasmine. But anyway, you can't sob about the past. You gotta be in the now. And like Robert Roode said, I am one of the greatest teammates he has ever had. More greater than James Storm, Chad Gable, and Ty Dillinger ever were for him. You know? And now, thanks to us, we're not only the WWE SmackDown team winners, but we're also the TWF team winners too. Well, that was my talk with Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler. Back to you, Jim. Back to you, Gene Okerlund. Well, thank you, Jim Ross, for talking with Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode here on NXT. Well, that looks like it is all the time. Looks like it is all the time we got here for TWF NXT. I am Gene Okerlund for Trini Kwan and Wade Barrett. We hope you like NXT, and we'll see you tomorrow for Dynamite, sometime later on that day, after Comcast is done working on their stuff.